have an older boy I give lifts to school each day. He doesn't talk, and I mean he does not talk. You could say, Marshall, you're the complete reverse. Yes. So what do I do? Not talk as well? Oh, no way. I talk about everything. I talk about what's happening when I'm driving and how to drive better and why I want to drive better and the day and the weather and that lovely tree, and because he needs to know how someone else thinks. That gives him a choice. He can think his way or like you. You need to give him a menu of goodness, with goodness on the menu. Otherwise he's just got silence that he has. I am come a light into the world, that they should not walk in darkness. We are Jesus in the story. This is the story, your story. The one you're in is your story, and you are Jesus in it. So you let them know how Jesus thinks, how you think. It gives them the option, the choice. When their world is just unbearable, if it needs to come to that, they have another option, the way you think. And it's completely constructed in their mind. So we proclaim the good news. I talk of God as Heavenly Dad. I talk of how I'm reasoning and thinking and what's important and why. They don't embrace it, they just see it as a menu. And they probably don't want it to begin with. But it's there. Not only that, he's not talking, he's not obliterating what I'm saying. Which is what someone I know does. She talks over. That's not to listen to, you see. In other words, she has her solutions. She has her way. So, when her way does not work, she doesn't have your option. Unless you're in her life for a very long time, so that she picks up the way you think. And has her view, of course, but your view of the way, her view of the way you think. And that affects her, of course. So do you see we're coming light into the world? A city set on a hill cannot be hid. You don't want it hidden. You're not going to be the person who does not speak. You give your view. When people are not talking, they burst into their view. My young friend doesn't. He stays in silence. A bit unnerving, you would have thought, in some ways, slightly sinister, slightly worrying. But no, now and again he gives a clue that he's not against you, he's just silent. It's very strange, I can tell you. I've got a young boy I give a lift to too, and he is just a storm of words. And again, no way does he hear what you're saying. I mean, like my housemate. But now and again he becomes speechless. Or he's just so unhappy who clutch at straws, and you're the straw that suddenly becomes meaningful. Of course, it helps if in your conversation you are clearly kind, valuing them, caring for them. Very important. And you are, by the grace and the love of God in you. Isn't that just wonderful? Thank you, Heavenly Dad.